Okay, so let's have a look at expanding some binomial products. Okay, for this one we're going to do three examples. We'll do one, two, and then I'll pop another one down underneath when I work out how much space we've got. Okay, so we'll start off with this one, and you'll notice that I've got in brackets the FOIL method. Okay, I'll explain what that is in a second. So we'll start off by just writing this first one down. Actually, you know what? I'll write down my first two because no, I don't. There we go. I'll write down my first two because if you want to have a go, pause the video and have a go, and you can check with us and see how you went. But the FOIL method is a way that you can solve these, or you can expand these brackets, right? Because the idea is that you need to multiply everything in the first set of brackets with everything in the second set of brackets, okay? And you should have a specific combination of numbers, okay? Now, if I'm multiplying everything in the first set of brackets by everything in the second set of brackets, how many combinations of numbers or how many combinations of multiplication should I have to do? So I need to multiply this x number, so this first number, by this first number here, the first number here. So what's x times x equal to? That's x squared. Then I need to multiply this x number by the outside. Okay, so the x, these are the outside numbers. So that's where the O comes from, the outside. So x times 4 is 4x. Okay. Then I need to do the 5 times the x, which is 5x, okay, which is my two inside numbers, which is what my I is. And then I do my two last numbers, my 5 times my 4, which is 20. Okay, and this is where my FOIL comes in. So FOIL stands for first, outside, inside, and last, okay? So it's basically the different combinations of numbers that you need to be multiplying together. The first two in the brackets, the outside two in the brackets, the inside two in the brackets, and the last two in the brackets, okay? Now, once you've done this step, okay, so you've done the first, which was the x and the x, the outer two, which was the x and the 4, the inner two, which was the 5 and the x, and the last two, which was the 5 and the 4. Okay, you multiply all those together, and you get x squared plus 4x plus 5x plus 20. Okay, you're going to combine the like terms now. Okay, so we're going to combine these. We're going to get x squared, okay, because there's no other x squared terms in this, so we just leave it as x squared, plus, well, we've got a couple of x's here. We've got a 4x and we've got a 5x, so that becomes 9x, okay? And there's no other singular term, so the 20 goes on the end by itself, okay? It's like that. Now, x minus 4 all squared. Okay, there's another way that we can write this, x minus 4 all squared, okay? So x minus 4 all squared, we can rewrite this as x minus 4 times x minus 4. Because remember, x minus 4 squared just means I'm going to take that thing and multiply it by itself, okay? Now let's apply the FOIL method. So the first, which is x times x, okay? So x times x squared. Outside, so x times minus 4, which is minus 4x. Inside, which is minus 4 times x, which is another minus 4x. And last, which is minus 4 times minus 4, which is positive 16. Okay, combine these terms together, what do we get? Well, we get x squared minus 8x plus 16. And then that is our combination of our terms. Okay. Now, we'll do one more. Okay, we'll do one more. And the last one we'll do is 2x plus 1, and we'll do 2x minus. Okay. So, again, we're going to use this FOIL method. Okay, we'll do this FOIL method. We'll do the outside, the first, the outside, the inside, and the last. Okay, so 2x times 2x is 4x squared, okay? Now the outside 2x times minus 1 is negative 2x. Now the inside is 1 times 2x. It's a positive 1. Positive 1 times 2x is plus 2x. Okay, and positive 1 minus 1 times minus 1 is negative 1. Okay, now this particular one has a special name. This one is called a difference of two squares, because what will happen is these two middle terms, we've got minus 2x plus 2x. If I have 2x and I take 2x away, what do I end up with? Well, hopefully you notice that it ends up being 0. That term disappears, and I end up with nothing in there. So I end up with 4x squared and then minus 1. And so that terms disappear. And so we end up with 4x squared minus 1. Okay. So that's, we call that one a difference of two squares, because we end up with two square numbers as our solution. So 4x squared is the same as 2x all squared, and 1 squared is just, well, 1. Okay. So we're going to do a third video, which is not a compulsory video. It's just going to be a few harder ones, okay? That pretty much finishes off this lesson for you guys, okay? So there'll be like an extension video, I guess you could say, which will just be some trickier ones to have a look at.